Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about today's video because it is officially summer, my favorite time of the year. I love when the garden is thriving, the sun is out, we get those summer storms, we go to the lake, lots of time outside, lots of time working in the garden. I'm starting by sharing a very exciting morning harvest, followed by a garden to table breakfast. Then we're tackling some of the things on our summer chores to-do list, such as making sure we get the pool up, planting some more flowers, and also tackling some of the household chores that we want to do. So I wanted to clean out the car, donate a bunch of things from my closet, which I do seasonally, and then also I'm cleaning up the back porch. Let's go ahead and jump right in. I hope you enjoy this video. So I'm starting first this morning by coming out to harvest the eggs, which we do every single morning. Sometimes my son Oliver will do this job, but today I had this really fun harvest apron and I'm putting the eggs in there. This makes it really easy so I can just kind of do a one and done harvest, and especially this time of the year when we have so much to harvest, it's so exciting. Also, don't mind all of the bruises on me. It's the martial arts. I'm bruising like a peach. I've heard it will go away soon though, so we shall see. I'm also harvesting some of the zinnias. I got these starters at a plant sale. Sweeter Day Farms out here in Tennessee had a plant sale, so we picked up a few things from the plant sale, and that was one of them. We also have some cucumbers that are ready. We love those in the summer because they just go crazy and we eat lots of cucumber. We have the potatoes, which are ready to harvest. These are so much fun to harvest because it's like digging for gems. I get so excited every time I find one. So over here, this is actually our compost garden. Actually, it's kind of like a lazy compost garden because it started as a scrap garden. We put our grass clippings in there, our scraps. Byron was turning and feeding it, and then eventually he planted some potatoes and he planted a few other things in it because it was really good soil. And we have so much growing in this little patch of our lazy compost garden, including these potatoes. So he planted like 20 and we are going to harvest probably about 200. We were so excited about this harvest, and also we have a few different varieties of potato. We have the Peruvian purple potatoes, which are absolutely stunning. And then we also have these rose red potatoes as well. So I couldn't wait to get inside and make breakfast. And it's honestly one of the most rewarding feelings to be able to harvest from your garden and have a complete meal from your garden. We felt like two kids on Christmas morning. We were so excited, especially since the planning process goes early into the spring and you plan ahead. Every year you try to adjust and plant things that you know you're going to enjoy eating and that you eat a lot of. So I'm bringing everything over to our outdoor prep area. My husband built this custom last year, and it's brilliant because it's connected to, he's so smart, it's connected to the hose, but then we can also save the water, which is great because there's a bucket underneath. And so I can wash all of our harvest, kind of take a look at what we have, and it makes it easier. So today I'm just kind of washing off the cucumbers. We have a lot of cucumbers this time of the year, a lot of tomatoes. We have some kale in the garden, which I did harvest. A lot of blackberries. Raspberries are coming up soon. That'll be like in the next few weeks. We have the potatoes, obviously, eggs, flowers. So yeah, every day is a little bit different. And up until, fall, which we didn't do a fall garden last year, but I'm really hoping we can do one this year. We can harvest quite a bit until the winter. So that's really exciting. And we eat seasonally, so there's something new all the time. Like the trees will start producing fruit here, and so every few weeks you can cycle through new, wonderful, exciting things in the garden. This, of course, is not only exciting, but inspiring, and I love to bring flowers into my home, which always makes me want to clean. Something about putting fresh flowers makes me want to clean, and then having a garden makes me want to cook, So it's kind of like this really beautiful cycle that is incredibly inspiring. So I just right away wanted to cook up a breakfast, and so I'm going to just chop up these potatoes. So I had a little bit of kale from the garden today, obviously plenty of potatoes, so I thought I would do a kale potato hash for breakfast, and then I'd make some poached eggs, and then a side of blackberries and cucumber. And this is such an amazing feeling. I literally get giddy and, like I said, inspired. It makes me want to be, a better cook. It makes me want to eat better. It just makes me more connected to what I eat and my food. And up until this point, obviously we eat what we get at the grocery store and we make meals around that. And then during this time of the year, we try to eat what we're growing. And it's just a very beautiful thing, and it makes me want to continue to get better at this, to grow more, to understand the process better. Today for the potato hash, just putting plenty of avocado oil in there. You can even put a little bit of butter, but you want to make sure that you have plenty on the bottom of the pan. I'm going to go ahead and just let that sit so it gets that brown color underneath, and then I'll turn it and let all of the sides get brown. I don't really want to steam my potatoes, but I just want to make sure that they're nice and crispy. For the poached eggs, I put a little bit of vinegar in the water, and then I turn and turn to create a vortex inside the water. I crack the eggs and let those cook. How long you cook the poached eggs will depend on how firm you like your yolk. Then I'm going to slice up the cucumber and the onion. Once I know that the potatoes are ready, I'm going to then add the kale. Basically, I want to maintain the nutrients and the color of the kale by not adding it too soon. So I add it at the last minute and just kind of incorporate it, let it cook a little bit to soften. But this process is going to be really quick. I like to add a little bit of fresh lemon juice, some salt and pepper. I'm also going to salt and pepper my eggs and then put some of the green onion on top of that, and then just create a platter for everybody in the family, whoever wants it. We can get creative with what we're eating when the garden is thriving and just have a beautiful garden to table meal. Look at how great the chicken eggs look. They're just so fresh, and our chickens are grazing and going crazy this time of the year, so they're very, very healthy. And now we are kind of going to try to tackle some of our chores that we have been wanting to do. We wanted to get the pool up, so I actually filmed this last week, so it's already been up now by the time I'm doing this voiceover for a week. The kids were really excited about this. We've had a really cloudy spring, but the first week of summer, as soon as it was officially summer, we had a whole week of sun. So we were we got to get the pool up ASAP. My husband prepped the area that we put the pool. You can see the car. Obviously, we went to go get some sand from Lowe's, and we prepped it the previous years, but we always add fresh sand and make sure it's nice and flat and everything before putting the pool down. We take it down every year before winter and put it back up in the summer, and this is our third year with this particular above ground pool that we got at Walmart. It's been great. We love it. It's pretty easy to put together. I mean, it is an ordeal, so we usually plan a day to do it and then fill up the pool and all of that stuff, and the kids are just ecstatic. It makes the summer amazing. Without it, it keeps our kids occupied. We have all the fun pool toys. It's great. And then I'm going to be coming over to plant some sunflowers in front of the greenhouse. I really so Byron put the blackberries along the fence line there, you can see, on the side of the greenhouse. That's going to be absolutely beautiful. He did that last year, so you can really see how that's going to really just make it look really nice around the greenhouse. I wanted to put some sunflowers right in front of the greenhouse as well. I thought that as those come up in the fall, it's going to look really nice. And then I'm going to add a little tea garden around here soon. So over in this area, it's gonna morph and change over the next few weeks, and I will share that as well. So I started by planting a line of sunflowers right in front of or on either side of the door for the greenhouse. There are some bags of fertilizer that I need to bring down to the garden. This is one of the reasons I work out and try to lift heavy, is because I want to be strong during garden season so I can move and help. Byron was doing some weed whacking in the garden because we have lots of weeds, and he's very precise with this because you don't want to obviously whack anything that's growing, but everything around it to just keep the weeds down to a minimum. So we do this pretty consistently. And then I wanted to clean out the car today. So I waited till it cooled down a little bit to bring out my vacuum. I'm going to vacuum the trunk. I'm going to pull everything out of the car. We had some of our bags in the car. We had some fishing nets from when Byron took the kids fishing. I want to clean off the mats, let those dry. I want to wipe down the leather seats. We've had this car for 11 years. It is paid off and it doesn't give us any problems, so I cannot wish for a better car. It's really been amazing. But I do have to try to clean it out regularly, and I just want to take really good care of it. So I'm just really thankful for this car. It's really been a good car. So again, vacuuming, pulling out the mats, just doing like a deep clean, wiping everything down. I just use one of the natural cleaners that I use in the house with a little bit of the essential oil so it smells good. I leave the doors open, just kind of like air out the car. And then I'm going to bring the donation bags. I went through all of the closets. I do that seasonally. I sell some things on Poshmark, and then I donate the rest. And so I have one bag, or actually I had one for my kids and one for me and Byron. So I'm putting those in the trunk, and then I'm going to take that today to donate so that they don't stay in the back of the trunk, which I sometimes do. I leave something in the back, and we recently cleaned out the garage as well. So I had to donate an old microwave, and so I wanted to get that done. This is our back porch area. I usually show the front porch, but today I'm just going to take the hose and wash down the back porch. We're just kind of getting through the stormy season, so it was a good time to wash the back porch, clean off the chairs, and reorganize this back area. This is the time to do it because now we do barbecues and have friends over, spend lots of time on the front porch and the back porch. So a good time to clean this all up. All right, so that completes this video and everything I tackled on my summer to-do list. Of course, I still have more, and I'm going to be sharing what I'm up to this summer. I get really inspired, happy, upbeat this time of the year. I think it's the natural dopamine from the sun and being in the garden, and so I get inspired to make more content. So I'm looking forward to sharing what my plans are, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in my next one.